welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They'll give it to the back. Got a little space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got a man. It's Evans. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Quickly to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So Missouri's offense will get the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him.
There he goes! And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Here's the heat. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up and tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mosley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for 1st down. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got him downfield. He's loose at the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. The big run's going to make it 1st and goal.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. So now on comes the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to the toss. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Here we go. Kill.
The run to the left. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Traore. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Notre Dame. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Catch in the middle. It's Terry. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll ride Davis here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Catch in the middle, it's Traore. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. He's got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The quick out. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Mosley. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Sneak gets it done. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it's no good. He missed the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Handoff to the single running back. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a 1st down. It'll be 4th. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. To the air, it's Croman Hope. He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The give to Davis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got it in the middle, it's Mosley. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll go to the sneak.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game, 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Off the play fake on first down. Got a man. It's Traore. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They're going back to the ground. Makes one man miss. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
The field goal is no good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we...
Brings it in down the left side. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 4 over NC State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the big fella.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
On target to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First and goal,
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Direct snap. It's Davis. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Getting set for the point after.
is on for the extra point.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. On the move, he fires. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Bring in the heat. Fires on the run. Makes the grab inside the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. No, he got loose. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds the tight end.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Power football with the run. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Now on 1st down from the 28. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Snagged in the middle, it's Traore. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me.
Open field on the right. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Evans. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Shotgun snap on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Traore. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Got it.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down.
Hey, Cam.
Leaves it with the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Okay, ready?
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Pocket breaking down. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
PAT unit on the field. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Makes the quick grab. Can't get him to the ground. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the beatdown has ensued. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner will be knocked down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else.
Makes a grab down the middle. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Get set, get set.
The snap sets up to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the stomping has commenced. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation